Hi everyone, this is Felicia. The photos that I'm using today are from a picture at the beach. I'm rounding the corners right now of these photos, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a little bit there. The cardstock that I'm using is from the American Crafts cardstock, and that is from the Sugar Rush kit, the white and the pink. What I'm doing right now is I'm cutting some leftover vellum scraps, and I want to include that onto this layout. And basically, I don't remember exactly where that came from. I think it came from a card kit. I want to say that, but I'm not sure. It was already in a 6x6 form, or shape, I said size. Anyway, so this beach is located in San Francisco, California, and I am in love with beaches. I mean, I like taking photos of them. I like being on them. I love recognizing the power and the force that are on them, and it's just one big, just awe for me. So I like taking the photos, and you'll probably see me do different layouts there of different beaches there. The die cuts that I have are from the Sugar Rush kit, and at first I didn't know what to do with those, but I figured it out a little later. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use all those die cuts in there because it's a generous amount, but I I'm just going to see if I can work on doing that. So I just pulled out my eyelet setter, and for those of you who've been scrapbooking for a while, you know exactly what that tool is. It punches holes as well as it sets eyelets and grommets. And for those of you who don't know what grommets are, they're like a ring with these little spikes on the bottom of it. And once you set them, they press down, but you have to make an enormous hole for a grommet. And that kind of gives the layout a different look. A grommet does. So maybe one day I'll do a layout with a grommet. I haven't done one of those in a long time. So right now I'm pulling out the floss there, and that floss is from DMC, and it's white there, and I'm going to be putting it through the eyelets that I have put into the tags there. So I'm getting them done right now and putting them through, flossing them through. It's called floss, so. Oh, so that beach right there, it was just a wonderful sight. And the restaurant that's close by it is called the Cliff House, and it's located. I mean, it's a restaurant like on a cliff, pretty much, and you can see over the edge out of the window of the restaurant, and it is awesome. It just gives you this awesome feeling of just really this true power and beauty of the beach there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling out these plastic hearts, and these plastic hearts are going to be going along the vellum piece that I've cut out, and I'm arranging them so that I can get, a look that I would like to look at or that I enjoy. And putting those hearts on, the adhesive that I'm going to be using is going to be my Zots. That's the only thing that I have that'll work for that. The only problem with Zots is that you can see through the hearts there. That strip is from some of the pattern paper that I have from the Sugar Rush kit as well. So now I'm pulling out these little round faces here. They're the puffy round faces, and they're from the Freckled Fawn embellishment kit. I'm taking a photo, realizing that I have to do that before I forget, and then I'll forget where they all go. I've been known to do that many times. So right now I'm adhering those tabs, and I think that particular tab says remember this, and the other one says so awesome. I like tabs. If they don't have anything on them, usually 9 times out of 10 I put a date on them. So I use them for those purposes too. So I'm gluing down the American Crafts cardstock there and making sure it's on there good. And then I'm going ahead and gonna put some glue on that vellum. Now, I don't have an adhesive for vellum, so you can't see through it, but I'm putting the picture over so you won't be able to see it anyway. But if anybody knows of any vellum adhesive, please let me know. Leave me a comment or in a place where I can buy it, because I would like to put more vellum on my layouts without the adhesive being seen. So So there I got my Zots again, and like I said, they're real powerful. They're really strong. Remarkably how strong those are. But the only problem is you can see through. So, but I pretty much remedy that too as well once I get that down there. So now I am putting down another piece of vellum here, getting that on there straight. Putting that photo down on top of that so you can't see the adhesive. And I'm going to arrange my hearts. And yes, I love the beach that much. I have a lot of hearts on this page here. Tucking them behind was a good idea too, the tabs too. The ones that are not tucked behind, I'm going to be covering the adhesive up with some enamel dots there. Then I realized, of course, that the tag is too long, and so then I cut that off. And I'm just putting them behind there, getting them glued down real good. And each one of those tags, I should say, are spaced apart, and I love the different smiley faces they have on there. Putting the strip on there to break it up and give it some interest. Got that all glued down. And then once I put that strip on there to give us, on the other side of the layout to give us some balance, then I have a little bit of trouble there, as you can see, trying to get it down there, but tucked behind. I should have put it on there beforehand, but I didn't. I completely forgot to do that ahead of time. But anyway, once I get that down, and then I use some Zots for the heart on the lower tag and get all this stuff down. I take a look at the layout. At first I didn't quite, I would say, like it, but then I realized that, oh, okay, this will work for me. So, and then that arrow, I was going to put it there, but I decided not to. I decided to figure out what else I could put in that spot. So my brain is thinking, and then of course, I think, oh, I can put another heart. I love the beach that much. So now I am grabbing the enamel dots from Twine and Ink, and I'm going to start putting those down over the adhesive that you can see through on the hearts there. Some big, some small. That way you're not focused too much on, oh, I can see the adhesive. That's why I need that tape, that adhesive for vellum, so you can't see through there. So I got the heart down at the bottom there, and then what I did was, though, that particular Zot right there, is I rolled it to put it in that small area there, and I have it there. And then I put a enamel dot over that. I got that heart down too. And that little white heart is also from the Freckle Fawn kit. The outfits that I'm using right there are from the Amy Tan collection, American Crafts, and that's called Journal. And I use a plastic sheet so that I can see through the sheet, so I can know what I'm placing and where I'm placing it. And I know a lot of scrapbookers use wax paper, but I use the clear see-through sheets, and I get those from packaging. They used to have either embellishments in it or something in it. So once I figure out and what I want to spell, and I get it all lined up here on the paper there, then I am figuring out if that looks good or not, if I like it. So then I go ahead to proceed to put those letters down. And all the while I'm putting those letters down, I'm thinking I want to put something else in there. So I'm figuring that out as I'm adding them down there. And what I end up putting down there is, so once I get these letters down there, I end up putting that puffy heart, of course. And right now I am almost done with this layout here. Fiddling around there with the floss. Then I take my white signal pen and I duplicate the lines that are down on the tag that's below the page down below there. And once I get that done, then I decide to go ahead and start journaling. And then what it says is that I love the beaches and I love taking photos of the beautiful scenery and waves and rocks, and my goal in life is to visit as many beaches as possible. So once I get that done, I am done. And I'm sprinkling some Mr. Huey's white on this layout. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and take care.